Disclaimer: the following clips are for analysis purposes. All opinions should be taken lightly and only for entertainment, especially when Alabama fans are on the show.
Let's talk Auburn Tigers and the UMASS Minutemen. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Auburn Addicts. I still got some Rotel dip left. You know, when you get down to these part of the chips, it's about over. But I'm glad I still got some Rotel dip left. Give y'all some AMSR. That's some good dip. We did dip this weekend. We put the dip in the smoker. Exquisite. I know y'all like, I'm not about to sit here and watch him eat a whole bowl of dip. I do that sometime though, on different channels. I watch people eat food, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get to this UMass game. All right. How did Auburn do against UMass? Check out this video of Coach Hugh Freeze and Jalen Simpson getting down. This past Saturday, our Auburn Tigers defeated the UMass Minutemen 59-14. Yeah, we gave them business. It was an awesome showing by Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers for his first ever appearance at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
As the Auburn head coach, of course.
From the excitement of Tiger Walk to the Eagle Flight, then Hugh Freeze visiting the student section, and finally Hugh Freeze rolling Toomer's Corner for the first time in history. Oh, that just gives me chills. Now that I wax poetic, let's get to some stats, y'all. Offensive production for our Auburn Tigers offense, 492 yards, 203 in the air, and 289 on the ground. Let's talk individual passing yards. Peyton Thorne had 141 total yards. He was 10 for 17 passing with 8.3 yards per pass attempt. Peyton Thorne had a QBR rating of 70.8, and he added 3 carries for 15 yards. Robbie Ashford, he was 2 of 6 for 3 yards with a 0.5 yard average per throw. Mr. Ashford had a QBR rating of 96.6, and he added 9 carries for 51 yards on the ground. Holden Freshman had 5 carries for 57 yards, and Robbie Ashford, the quarterback, 9 carries for 51 yards. Now let's get to Ron Roberts in the game. The defense gave up 301 total yards, 161 in the air, and 140 yards on the ground. Let's talk defensive leaders. Your defensive leader in tackles are Jalen Simpson with 3, Eugene Asante with 3, Donovan Kaufman with 3, Griffin Speaks with 2, Keontae Scott with 2. You want sacks? I got sacks. Your sacks leaders are Kaufman with 1, Marcus Harris with 1, Elijah McAllister with 1, the freshman Keldrick Falk, a half a sack, Eugene Let's Work Asante, a half a sack. And for my Auburn addicts who love stats, tackles for loss, Kaufman 2, Harris 1, McAllister 1, the freshman Falk 1.5, Asante 1.5. Let's get to the general thoughts of this game. I want to know how you guys visualize the game and what happened in the game, the play, the organization, defense, offense. Shoot me a line in the comments. What I thought was Overall, the team looked pretty organized. Wasn't a lot of penalties. Looked like they've been coached. Compared to some of the games I've seen in the past, I'm like, what have you guys been doing in the off season? Did you actually practice? Man, we're talking about practice. We'll see how that looks going forward. It's easy to look organized and disciplined when you're playing against a lesser opponent. But when you start playing the big boys, some things start to unravel. So we'll see how you guys look going forward. Second thought, I like the way Coach Freeze kept coaching through the game, even though it was a blowout. You see, Coach Saban and Coach Smart, they take those games and they take those opportunities to coach the minute details of the game. If you notice, Coach Saban and Coach Smart, they take advantage of these type of games and these type of situations. Even if they're in a league, they take advantage of these games and use every opportunity to teach wisely. I'm happy to see Coach Freeze is implementing this type of coaching. Instead of just being like happy we winning and on the sideline with the players laughing and giggling, even though he did celebrate with the players after touchdowns and stuff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying during the game when it's an opportunity to coach, take that opportunity to coach, man. You only have 12 games. You only have 4 out of conference opponents. Maybe one of those is a big opponent, and you only get 3 chances to really coach in those games. You got to take advantage of every chance you get to coach these things so when you get in big games, man, they're not a problem. People may think that's overkill, but I think it's good coaching. Coach Freeze, keep coaching like that, my man. Another thing I noticed, the little dudes ruled the day. You had Javarius Johnson, you had Jay Fair, took over the game, and they got most of the catches and most of the yards in receiving. What happened to the Shane Hollywood Hooks? What happened to the Jair Shorters? What happened to Fairweather? I hope he's not gonna be a Fairweather receiver. Oh, now you okay. Lastly, let's get to some of the big plays I like doing the game. Peyton throwing to VAR. Ooh, look at that. A holding Gurner. Got to go with Ashford over the pylon. Woo! It's number 4. I got to go with pick by Simp. Pick. Take it to the house, big dog. Lastly,